Hello everyone, this is Marianne here from Revealing Light, Tarot, Astrology and Spirituality. Wherever you are in the world when you're watching me today, a huge shout out to you. First of all, I want to thank all those beautiful viewers. Oh gosh, hundreds and hundreds of comments after I talked about the trolling in January being a bit much. You all came back. I said something about it's the grateful, the thank yous that really keep me going. And I just got so overwhelmed with those thank yous. And I said to somebody yesterday that gratitude's a two-way street. When you say thank you to me, I then want to say thank you to you for being generous enough and courteous enough to thank me. So as much as I appreciate you, I know you appreciate me. And so we will keep working on the trolling. We'll keep chipping away and know it's all fine and I'm fine. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, we've got a lot to get through today. I am drawn to first of all, to talk about the astrology quickly. I wrote a blog in New Year on Chiron, which is classed as an asteroid, but it's actually a minor planet. Chiron, the mythology around Chiron, of course, he's the wounded healer. And if you can heal your wounds, you can then help others with similar patterns or similar wounds or similar experiences or even different wounds, because the pathway to healing is possible. It's absolutely possible and often successful. So Chiron, why am I even talking about this? Because today in Australia it's the 2nd of February, so it's a Thursday here, and in the Northern Hemisphere you're moving into that, depending on where you live, what time zone you live, about 15 hours behind me. So you'll have to run to catch up. No, I'm only kidding. The moon is in Gemini where you are. Where I am, it's in Gemini moving into Cancer. But the really wonderful thing today is that the sun is sextiling. Remember the blue lines in the natal chart, the harmonious flow. The sun is sextiling Chiron. At the same time, Jupiter is conjunct Chiron, so there is a lot of pressure. Well, first of all, there's a harmonious flow toward healing, whatever you need to heal, or I need to heal. Jupiter conjunct Chiron. Jupiter's the planet of expansion, so it's putting pressure at the same time and blending its expansive energy with the potential to heal. And we're talking going right down to the essence of who you are. And that's a whole nother conversation around, reincarnation and learning and evolution and ascension that I'm not going to talk about today. But if you haven't seen that blog, head to my website and check it out. I think everybody should know where their Chiron is in their natal chart and have a think about healing, because it underscores a lot of our physical issues, our emotional issues, our psychological issues, and it can mean the difference between sadness and happiness, joy and bitterness, and also our ability to really be present and be in the present moment. So that's what I've got to say about that today. I am drawn to pull from the Moonology, a couple of oracle cards, but I really want to get into then some political tarot. I want to see, with a bit of a dig down into this is like a shamanistic deck. I haven't used it before. I'm probably taking a bit of a risk, but I'm a risk taker in using it today. It's called the Night Sun Tarot by Fabio Listrani. I think he's an Italian artist. I better not say that because he might not be. And but anyway, you can look him up, find out for yourself. Night Sun Tarot, Fabio Listrani. It's not my favourite deck. The images are a bit, but if you kind of drill down on it, I think it's appropriate for the reading I'm going to do today. So what's in the 3-page secret document that the more extreme members of the Congress in the Republican Party gave to Kevin McCarthy? Kevin McCarthy said he would meet that. It's remained secret. Matt Gaetz appeared on an interview, said, oh, he knows, well, yes, it exists. So he's confirmed the existence, but he's lost his copy. Yeah, right. Okay. So what's in it? Yes, it exists, but what's in it? Because it's secret. Also, I understand McCarthy, whom I have to say I really... I don't have a lot of time for him. Just as, you know, when I look into who and what he is. He's meeting with Biden, or has met with Biden, depending on when you're watching this. And I guess one of the things high on the agenda will be whether or not the Republican House will refuse to raise the debt ceiling and cause an absolute crisis. We might just take a squizzy at that. I've got some intuitive feelings on that 3-page document, but I'll get to that in a minute. Let's just get started with the Moonology, because as important as it is to use our perceptions to interpret what can be a chaotic world in relation to those that govern or are in power but I guess it impacting on our lives, as much and all as it's important to do that. It's also important to make space for yourself and listen to what the divine God has to say to you without judgment or fear, and with an open heart and mind. So let's just see if I can draw, not if, can I draw these messages for you with a couple of oracle decks before we get started. Somebody's reading a book. It's lovely. I'm just seeing this clairvoyantly. It's like a pathway to get home, how to get home. I've been, have had a lot of third eye clairvoyant images given to me today, and it's just been a wonderful experience to sit quietly within. Okay, what are the messages that my viewers need to hear? These grateful, appreciative people letting their light in, letting their light shine. What do they need to hear? The messages they need to hear. Don't let your past hold you back. That's precisely what I was saying the other day in the reading that I was... Oh, no, in my rods, when I was doing the dowsing rods. I don't use dowsing rods for water. I use them as a spiritual connection tool, so I work with them in a particular way. The South Node in astrology, it's what we have learnt either in past lives, if you're an evolutionary astrologer. For me, I think there's a perspective in this lifetime with the sum of our learning in this lifetime that we can put into the South Node interpretations. And the South Node, whichever way you look at it, it has to do with past and what you've learnt in the past. I guess the trick, the South Node of the Moon has also the North Node. The North Node is the way we take our past and use it in the here and now in this lifetime. What can hold us back from actualizing that North Node is when we are too anchored in the past. So the healing work that you do will allow you to let go of the past. And I think that has a present day, this lifetime message as much as it has a past life message. Take time to breathe out, disseminating moon. Take time to breathe out. You know, the moon controls the tides, the inward breath, the outward breath. Take time to breathe out. It's particularly important when anxious people or even depressed people are holding their breath. They don't know it, but they're holding their breath. It's about fully extending that outward breath. Take the time to do that, particularly if you're in a busy day. And the full moon in Gemini, interesting, the answers you need are coming. Now the moon is moving out of Gemini and into Cancer, which is the sign of the emotions. And this is why I wanted to pull the moon today and also use this night and sun deck as well. The answers you need are coming. Oh, you could not, we say in Australia, bloody, you could not bloody read about it. I guess it's a swear word, but it's one of those mild ones. It's just got a terminology in Australia as being, slang. I think we had a whole tourism campaign where the bloody hell are you? Why aren't you coming to Australia? Which was very successful, very attractive Lara Bingle on a beach saying, where the bloody hell are you? Okay, step out of your comfort zone, the North Node. When we let go of the past, that's at the base of the deck. We can do that more easily. I don't think I need to pull any more oracles. I was going to pull from the Shaman's Oracle, but I don't think I will. I think we've got enough there. I do enjoy working with oracle cards as much. I've got so much clutter on this desk. I have to clean it out. Put things away. I do enjoy working with oracle decks. It's a different energy to the tarot, but nevertheless, I think very important to use the two. For me, I don't know. You decide what's important for you. All right, so let's get to this 3-page document. I think that's where I want to start. It's interesting, isn't it? Matt Gaetz went on Ari Melba. He's a lawyer. He has a show on MSNBC and MSN. Is it BC? Anyway. So let's have a look. Ari Melba's a very, very good interviewer because he is, I guess, used to the courtroom where he's always looking for people to slip up. And he got Peter Navarro where he wanted him in that interview. And I think he had Matt Gaetz this time too. If you haven't seen it, you might want to. Gaetz admitted, yes, I think he was always going to do that, admit that because he's a limelighter, he likes the attention. He admitted that the 3-page document exists. He's a bit of a maverick and will throw the spanner in the work to get what he wants. He was signalling to McCarthy that even though he voted McCarthy in, Matt Gaetz has power still. So he admitted that there was this secret 3-page document that the extreme members of Congress of the Republican Party gave to McCarthy and said, meet these or else we won't give you the gavel, vote you in. My intuition said there might be, why isn't McCarthy being transparent? This deep state kind of stuff. What's in it? Well, one of the things that could be in it is those House Republicans that were tied up in the January 6th attempted coup who asked for pardons and didn't get them. There might be something around that. Hold it up, use your influence. I mean, we now know that the FBI had a crooked agent or someone accused of taking money from the Russians, heading up the intelligence unit in New York. He's been indicted. We know that there was a whole lot more given to the FBI on the Supreme Court Justice Kavanaugh during that FBI investigation that never saw the light of day. I mean, what is actually happening here? Also have to go to whenever people like I was almost going to call him Porner Trump. Porner president, ex-president, former president. But that would be very cheeky, wouldn't it? Because he's now, looks like Bragg is going to indict him for the money he paid when he paid off the porn star to be quiet and keep secret about their illicit affair. See how the Christians like that one. Or they'll probably say, oh, but forgiveness. Okay, so it looks like Bragg might indict him on that. I think my feeling is they found something in the financials that corroborated Cohen's testimony or evidence that connects Trump directly to that payment. Remember, he was individual one. So that's interesting. But he's now saying the FBI, they're deep state, they're crooked, etc. Whenever he projects like that, you can bet that something's coming down the pike. So if he does that, then obviously these extremists might feel there's something coming down the pike for them. But anyway, let's pull some cards and see if we can get any clarification. They've got a plan. They had a plan. I'm just seeing a hand holding up a rod, and there's a black screen. They were not going to vote for him if he didn't do this. So whatever's in those 3 pages is very controversial, and would not be palatable for people to find out about that. Okay, but of course there are leaks, aren't they? And that's why Gates is on Ari Melba saying, well, I know what's in it, but I don't have it. I lost it. Okay. It's a form of blackmail, isn't it? Whoa. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. I'm getting some direct downloads today. What is in this secret 3-page document? What is in this secret 3-page document? It's a beating of a drum and a stake in the heart at the same time. So we have here the Hierophant. It's something to do with the legal matters, for sure. That's the court. That's also the Supreme Court as well. There's something here to do with the courts and government. The Hierophant can also be government. Then we have crossed by the Knight of Pentacles. Reliable and sustainable pushback, but that's also got that's a pentacle energy. So it could have something to do with money and the government. So while McCarthy may not have played so hard on the debt ceiling, that could be in there as well. The Knight of Wands movement forward. It's going to take something forward. The Knight of Wands is all about momentum, the plan and momentum. Consistency, reliably taking something forward. In the past, we have the Justice card. I think my hit, this is the January the 6th investigations. This is where this has come from. They feel that they will be caught up in some of those inquiries, and they want, God damn it. Well, that's what happens in New York when those districts went to the, like the one that Santos came from, went to the Republican Party. It's just a mess, isn't it, really? It does have to do with justice. There could have been justice for the for Trump as well. There could be, some of those extremists might have been advocating for Trump. It's got to do with January the 6th. It's got to do with investigations, legal investigations, and it's also the debt ceiling as well. Now we have in the sky more pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles. That some could also have been advocating for big moneyed interests as well. There's that aspect too. We've got a Mercury and Virgo energy here. So there's something about the detail that they want taken out. Now, I know you're using your intuition here as well. Something about the detail they want taken out or hidden. Now we have the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles, work, the money, the pentacle that comes in from the work. You know, I've always said follow the money, and that's exactly what the Special Counsel Jack Smith is doing. This could also be getting assignments that could have, you know, I'll donate to your campaign in 2024 if you help me with this. There's that aspect as well. Now we've got the Three of Cups, so we've got circles of support and celebration in the here and now. I bet they are celebrating, supporting one another. You do this, we'll support you. But we also have here the Knight of Swords. Support, so that's the truth coming out. My feeling as I was juggling these cards, shuffling these cards, is that we're going to find out what's in here because I think someone's going to leak this. So we'll be tight on this, is what they're saying. But the truth, as I said, like the sun, always comes out. Now, in the hopes and fears, we've got the Emperor card. So there's definitely some advocating here for Trump. God knows what he's got on them as well. And the outcome is the Seven of Swords. So there's lies. The big lie, the fundraising that they want to do off election, denying and putting out that elections are rigged. Also, let's see what's clarifying that. The world, endings and new beginnings. Yeah, I think this also I think one of the biggest hits is it's got to do with January 6th investigations. They wanted him to use as much power as he has with that gavel and with the various what happens when Republicans are in the House, they control expenditure, they have influence. But my head is on that the investigations. One more, and we have the Four of Cups. They're not going to be successful. They haven't been successful in the past, but they feel that they have this one cup remaining. Now we have the Ten of Wands. It's just going to be hard for them to do what they're aiming to do because we have the Tower card here coming up. So all hell's going to break loose when this comes to light, and it will come to light. It does have to do with Trump as well and January the 6th. The truth, the Queen of Swords is there. The truth will always come to the surface. So, you know, it's just a matter of time. And people will get impatient and say, well, can you tell us when? Not really. I always want you to take my timings with a grain of salt, because the reading that I did on Putin and the war in Ukraine and what would happen with that and to Putin, and the annual predictions where I said something big's going to happen in that Russian area, and I'm just hearing the word run. That takes time. I was a year in front, and that Putin reading didn't unfold until 18 months later. So, you know, this is not an exact science, and you have to realise that. And you certainly don't need to get on there and say, oh, but you said, when I'm a month out from being correct. Because I just think that's not cricket, okay? All right, so that's what I've got on that. And it's good to do that with a smile on my face, isn't it? The debt ceiling now. The debt ceiling. Okay, let's do the debt ceiling. Okay. All right, let's do this debt ceiling. I've just got a cat ball here. Bit loath to really turn it on, but if it does blink, I'll see if I can pull the laptop down and show you. Okay, it's a motion sensor basically. I mean, the orbs tell us spirits here, but this is also another visual that you can use as well. But anyway, I probably don't need to, but I'm just gonna today. All right, the debt ceiling. Let's just shuffle these cards. Okay, it's not setting the cat ball off, so that's good. The movement of the cards on the deck. The debt ceiling, McCarthy and Biden. Are they really going to default, make the United States default on the debt, raising the debt ceiling? Will the Republicans in the House, in Congress, the House of Representatives in Congress, okay, will they default on the debt ceiling? Will they allow the US to default? Will the Republicans in the House refuse to raise the debt ceiling? It's like, wow, they're prodding it. It's like I've got it's a spiral kind of, the tornado energy, and they're sticking something up and prodding it. I don't think it's going through, but anyway, we've got the Magician. So that's they're manifesting something for sure. It's also the card of manipulation. Not a very pleasant card, actually. The Magician, well, I guess is the shaman. Has these snake, beads coming out of his mouth. There's a connection, or everything is connected. There's a sword. Everything is connected with the Magician, and the Magician knows how to connect things. Now, the Magician can use their power for good or for ill. So we have the Seven of Wands. So that's defense, defending something. But it's also standing their ground, blocking something. You can't get past that. And that is a collection of, it's actually snakes. So they're really, really playing around with a tornado here, with a maelstrom of dark energy. When I say dark energy, chaotic. They're really playing around with chaotic energy. We have the Three of Swords, which is heartbreak and betrayal. If they do this is Saturn. Oh gosh, my eyes are so bad today. I should have to start wearing my glasses. Looks like Saturn in Libra. Yeah, of course it is. So justice. It's justice not occurring. Therefore, it's a loss of some sort. The Hermit. I knew the Hermit would show up at some point. This is what they do in the darkness. They don't want anybody to see. This is tied to that 3-page document as well. Oh, it's a mess. It's a mess. Crowning the reading, which is like a potential outcome, we have the Two of Cups. They want a deal. Now, you can see the heart there, which is they want something from Biden, something big from Biden. They want a commitment, a contract with him. And if they don't get it, that's what they're threatening to do. And it's all linked into that 3-page document, January the 6th, investigations. Now we have the 3, in the near future we've got Venus energy, of course the Empress. The Empress is I guess it's a season of time and an abundance as well. It's women, can represent the mother, can also be Russia as well. So again, when I say it's all linked to the last 4 or 5 years, believe me when I say it, because we have Russia in the frame, and of course Ukraine comes into that. There's no simple, easy solutions here. They want a lot. They want a lot. So we have in the present, we've got the King of Swords, investigations. They have a plan and a strategy. That king has a plan and a strategy. And we've got the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles. They're also going to want cutbacks in certain things, and I think it's to do with the Justice Department as well. They'll say, Social Security, they probably want that too. They do want that. They've said they want that. It's around also money for other things. They've got a lot of conditions. Now, in the hopes and fears is the High Priestess, what we can't see. Somebody is operating in the darkness. She has her hand up, and there's the cosmic egg within the palm of her hand, suggesting that these secrets will come to light. So the Republicans in the House can have all these Machiavellian type plans which connect to the past. Remember, the magician came there, the connections to the past. Get out of jail free card, I just heard. All of those things. But will they work? The High Priestess is saying, don't count your chickens just yet. Now we have the Six of Cups, which is the past. Okay, the past. We know the president that raised the debt so high, and in fact the debt now is covering basically Trump's tax cuts for the billionaires. Trump raised the debt the highest, certainly in comparison to Biden and in modern, most recent history. The past is here, and we have the Death card, the ending. Now, this Death card is pregnant with new life, but it's also the Grim Reaper. There's something about an ending of the past, something to do with the past. And we have here the Queen of Wands, which is Sagittarius energy. It's a December time frame, could point to something that happened in December. At the base of the pack, we have the Nine of Wands, guardrails, boundaries. They go too far, basically. Biden can't agree to this. He has already got alternative methods and plans in place. The Five of Swords is an abuse of power, and the Devil card, toxicity. So they're not going to be successful in what they're wanting, which means the 3-page document will fail. And that's probably what I'm going to end on here, because we're at 34 minutes because we did the esoteric reading. So, to begin with, and we talked a lot about astrology, and that's okay. It makes it a good rounded reading for me. Okay, and sometimes we can interpret the chaos a little bit better when we can see the big picture. All right, the 3-page document. The 3-page document, that secret 3-page document, will we ever know the contents of that? That somebody's got a copy. They wouldn't have all destroyed their copies. Will we ever know? We the people, you Americans, and the world, of course, as we look over at what's happening in your democracy, democratic republic. I did a year of political science at university, and then I worked in government for a decade. I know my government. Okay, so ah dear, it's nice to smile. All right, so will we know? Will we know what is in that 3-page document? The King of Cups, yes. That's emotional wisdom. I love that King of Cups. So balanced. Water energy. It's about our feelings. This person has achieved emotional maturity. It's also my card for Biden and the DOJ. And we've got the 3 of Cups with this as well. Can be circles of support, supporting Biden. Maybe it will take until 2024, where the Democrats win back the House. We will know. We will know. The Page of Pentacles. Look what that page has. We may probably know excerpts or bits of it before then. We have the Queen of Swords in the past. Lots of logical energy here. Logical, determined, mature energy here. And we have the 3, and a lot of 3s as well. 3 of Wands. There's people already working on it. Journalists already plugging away. This is Aries. This is the Sun in Aries energy. Yeah, they're working on it. Now we have the Temperance energy. Healing and balance. The positivity of these cards tell me that we will. Now we have the 8 of Wands, which I would say somebody already knows something. That is Mercury in Sagittarius, speaking, communication, and we have the 8. We have the Justice card. Oh God, it may not be that far away. And we have the 7 of Cups, in the hopes and fears. Pathways are being formed right now. Venus in Scorpio energy. Someone gets offside and leaks. That's what happens. Or that's what they fear could happen. And we have the 9 of Wands. Guardrails, boundaries. It's the moon in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the law. Sagittarius is the truth. It's also talking about the guardrails that universally exist and give us hope, which is the Star card. I say no more. We're going to know. The Wheel of Fortune is at the base of the pack. Jupiter energy. Take the time to breathe out today. Thanks for tuning in, and bye for now.